Jesus can't save these hoes. Why are you trying?
Just say your rent is $500. What do you tell your man your rent is?
$500. 500.
What? You want me to lie? Hell yeah!
My rent $1K. I'm gonna say 1,000 so I can keep the other 5.
Like 1,000. My rent 1,000. You heard?
What gonna do with the other 5? It's mine. It don't matter what I do with it.
1,200. 1,250. It's 15. 1,500. 1,800. 2K off the bet.
That shit is $2,000. Give me the extra.
3,500.
What are you gonna do with the extra money?
Why?
And these women wonder why nobody want anything to do with them. Modern women are greedy and twisted to such an extent that they think scamming the man you are in a romantic relationship with is something normal. But we also have to thank God that the modern woman is narcissistic, unable to keep her mouth shut, and she dumb enough that she doesn't listen to herself when talking.
Do you aspire to be a stay-at-home mom?
If it comes with an allowance, yeah.
An allowance?
Yeah, like if he gives
Makes
me money
sense.
weekly, yeah.
Obviously, the man is working out there getting the bread, so life is good for you.
Yeah.
But
it
you
has
saying
to
you
be.
want
That's
even an
part of
extra
it.
incentive, like give me a little bit of extra.
Of course.
Yeah.
I also want to have my own
Yeah.
thing too.
There
Like I
you
want to
go.
have my
Yes,
own
own
credit, my own
business.
cars. I want to have my own thing. Where
Why do you want your own?
I'm gonna tell you why I want my own. Because nothing is forever.
So you think that it's okay for
need
a
to take
woman
notes.
to be a stay-at-home mom as long as she could plot her exit?
It's not plotting your exit.
There's no intention in his mind to make a backup plan in case you don't do what you want to do and you decide to just bounce.
Okay.
So what happens is when we get to this conversation is like, why do men not want to be married? This is the example, because if I go and I bust my behind and I provide and protect and I do everything for my wife, not my girlfriend, my wife, she's still thinking in the back of her head that this is a possibility, this is not going to work, and she wants to be okay when it doesn't. The ideology that you have in the mindset is called catastrophizing. A lot of women do it, and basically what that is when a woman is preparing for the tragedy rather than focusing on what is currently happening in their relationship. Or
The funniest part is that these are the same women who will bust a casket if the man wants to have a prenup. And they will shame the man by saying BS like, when a man wants a prenup, he is already preparing to leave. This what men need to know. Women always want to prepare themselves for tragedy. But here's the wicked part. They are the ones who are going to purposefully create the tragedy.
The only time having a boyfriend is worth it
Is when?
is when he is able to fully support you and pay all your bills. I said it.
Yeah, you said it. But wouldn't it just be so much easier to admit that one is broke and can't actually handle being an adult and paying one's own bills?
He's not your husband. If you're gonna be a girlfriend to someone, he needs to be paying all your bills. Otherwise, why is he there? What is his purpose?
Well, I could think of several reasons actually, but what do I know?
If he's not, he's just a boyfriend. Meaning if he leaves you, and a boyfriend is not a legal title.
Congratulations for figuring that part out.
If he leaves you and promises you marriage, leaves you with nothing, you get nothing.
At least they understand the basics.
But if he's paying all your bills, you're able to save money, you're able to invest into businesses that you want to do. If he leaves you, you're leaving with something else at the end of it.
Another example of a strong, independent woman who can stand on their own 2 feet. Not at all a gold digger.
But to date a guy and be someone's girlfriend for free,
Is it just me, or is some women completely lost when it comes to actually understanding what the concept of dating is?
being someone's girlfriend is not worth it, okay? No. If you're gonna be a girlfriend, he needs to be paying a bill or two. These bills are due. I'm not usually anyone's girlfriends, but I'll make that exception for you if you're willing to pay some bills. If you're willing to pay a bill or two.
I can just imagine all the men running to that woman's profile to take advantage of that situation. Right.
You know what they say. Misery loves company. If you can't get what you want, give wrong information so that everybody will miss it just like you did.
If you want a man to spend money, just tell him he's broke. Is it harsh? Yes. Is it ethical? Probably not. But does it f***ing work? Yeah. I want you to say, I mean, if you can't afford it, that's like totally fine. You can just tell me that. Because what they're gonna say is, no, it's not that. I can afford it. You say, okay, well then what's going on? I mean, nothing. Like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm in sales, just to put this into perspective. Reality is, if you're a woman and your client's a man on the other side of the Zoom or the phone, there is such a powerful power dynamic that you can play on.
What? Shame.
Shame, shame, shame is one of the 4 major arrows of a low-value woman. It's part of a low-value woman's pathology.
The best way to deal with women like these is to ignore them. Let's see if she will keep the same energy after she hits the wall. This is the same shtick as the dumb sprinkle hag. Someone needs to tell to these women that shaming a man about his financial status will never yield the results that they expect. In the short term they might get some change, but in a long term, all they get is a high body count and a ruined reputation. But again, judging by how modern women move, good reputation is not something that is on their list of what is important in life.
If women have a female nature, how is hoflation even an issue?
Hoflation is just a term. We have divine femininity.
Oh, maybe? Okay, it could be having to do with like inflation. You know, things cost a lot more now. Luxury lifestyles are in. Everyone wants to be living that social media lifestyle. And so, you know, they want to have a man who can support that lifestyle without having to work. And I think it was more normalized just to be a housewife and not to go on trips and to get fancy cars and stuff. So maybe it was more just a different lifestyle. So that's why.
We are way more superior than you guys. Without women, men wouldn't exist. So you guys are actually nothing. Because without us, you're useless. You wouldn't even be born. Okay? And all men, whether you were with them for 10 years or not, will cheat and lie. So it doesn't really matter.
Stop it. Get some help.
By the end of the day, the waiter came up, the kind waiter, all on one bill. And me, being the lady, I'm not answering the question. I do not know what that waiter just said. I'm looking directly at you, sir. And he looks directly at me. Get this? We can split it. You okay with that? We can split it? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And I was like, Abby, do not make a face.
It's funny how when the bill or the check comes, that's when you'll start hearing modern women philosophize about what it means to be a lady. But the moment they leave the restaurant, they're back to their ways of, saying bro or dropping the F-bomb and rejecting modesty.
It is strange how even the most hardcore feminist will want for the patriarchy to be reinstated the moment the bill comes. Tells you a lot about women.
So now I had put a post up bragging about her daddy. But I told him I needed some money for some groceries. And he decided to deliver the stuff, pick what he want to pick and have it delivered himself. Come here, come back here. You come back here. Leave him alone, come back here. He, instead of sending me the money, he then had the groceries delivered. You don't know what my kids want. You don't know what my kids like. That's me. You buying stuff off of what you like, and because I told him, I needed tissue and I was out and I needed some groceries, and he done went shopping online and had some groceries delivered. That ain't what I wanted. I wanted you to send me the money so I could shop my own self. So me and my kids could eat what we want to eat, not what you want, the stuff you like. This was not it. I'm not happy about this shit.
Are you serious?
It is strange how she is saying, her kids, but this hood booger can't buy food for her kids, and she has the nerve to run her clapper complaining about the man actually buying groceries. She is saying that she knows what her kids like. Why didn't she buy it herself using her own money? Oh. Sorry, I forgot that children raised by these kind of women eat fast food, weaves and acrylic nails.
Spent 17 years of my life with an elderly man who smelled like cabbage, just to be told I've got nothing in the will, nothing, and he was worth £33 million. And you think this is funny? I have wasted my life.
She is right, that entire situation is not funny. It is fucking hilarious. Old dude knew what was her plan, and he played along and he got something for her gold-digging dumbass. This woman took the biggest L in gold-digging history.
Mr. White, what would be the first meal that you would feed me?
Salad.